This is a term full of hot-button cases. The Supreme Court gets right down to it on Tuesday with a big question important to LGBT Americans. Does existing civil rights law make it illegal for employers to fire someone or take job discrimination actions against them on the basis of sexual orientation or transgender status? The groups that bring the case here say the answer is yes, that protection comes from Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, which prohibits, among other things, discrimination on the basis of sex. The question is, does that include sexual orientation and transgender status? One state here, Georgia, say the answer is no, that Congress was not thinking about this when it passed the Civil Rights Act in 1964, and that there have been some 50 attempts since then in Congress to amend the law explicitly to put sexual orientation in the statute, but those have all failed. The Supreme Court next month will take up the contentious issue of DACA, the program started under the Obama administration that has allowed roughly 800,000 young people known as dreamers to stay here and get jobs. The Trump administration tried to shut it down. The question is, did they do that illegally, and is DACA allowed to stay on the books? The Supreme Court will also be looking at the separation of church and state, a case from Montana on whether religious schools can take part in taxpayer-funded scholarships. And the Supreme Court will, for the first time in almost a decade, be delving back into the meaning of the Second Amendment. This is a case that comes from New York that has since been rescinded by the state. The state has taken this law off the books, but the Supreme Court is going to decide whether New York can limit how people carry their guns within the city limits. It's a law that applied only to New York. It's not on the books anymore, but it's an invitation for the Supreme Court to once again decide what the Second Amendment means, and advocates of gun rights are hoping they'll make some progress there.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.